Hey guys, I'm Allison. I'm the Pampered Wife. I'm 49 years old and aging gracefully is always on my mind, so I thought I would come on here today and do a video about some steps that I've taken and am doing and products that I'm using to help age gracefully. So I have some products to talk about, and I also have one gadget, well, maybe two gadgets. Okay, let's start with the gadgets because I think they're just kind of fun. The first is something that a physical therapist told me to start doing. I started seeing her about 5 years ago. I don't see her anymore. I saw her for something with my mouth. I had a frenectomy, which is when this part of your tongue is cut. Anyway, she was helping me with the mobility of my tongue after that and said, why do you have such deep lines here? You're not a smoker, you're too young, you shouldn't have them. The solution. I don't know if it's the solution because I still have them and they're definitely getting worse as I'm getting older, but this is the exercise that the physical therapist who only works with mouth, I forgot the exact name of the physical therapist type of PT that she does. This is what she recommended. Get a cork, this is a champagne cork, you suck on it and make a popping noise and pull it out of your mouth. You should suck your cheeks in, also lift your eyebrows. This is what it looks like. The third one was a better pop. So that's one exercise that's supposed to help with the lines right here, the smile lines. She recommends doing it 10 times, at least once a day. I have not been so good, but on the days I remember, I do it 10 times. Very inexpensive and easy to do. Next, I do have this, why don't I ever remember the name? Dr. Dennis Gross. This Dr. Dennis Gross LED mask. And it's very simple. You push this button. Oh, mine's dead. Okay, you push this button up here and mine only does red lights, or I haven't figured out how to do any other lights, but the red is what I'm looking for because that is what's supposed to help most with collagen production. If you're not familiar with these, I'm not a spokesperson. I couldn't sell you one. I don't know if it works. Other people actually swear by these, and I do believe in the whole LED light therapy. I don't know if this one is fabulous, but the Sephora sale's coming up, and if you want to try it, it will be on sale. A lot of people swear by these. I was good about using it in the very beginning. They say use it, I think for like, it runs in about 3-minute cycles. Wear it for 3 minutes a day, 5 days a week. I was better about that in the beginning. I've sort of sloughed off, but this is something that I have done and try to continue doing. Now we're getting into skincare products. One thing that I do is try to use a retinol. I'm currently out. I love the Maya Chia Straight A. I think it's just called the Straight A. That is my favorite retinol product that I've found to date. It doesn't irritate me. It's like it's time released, yet it was effective. I saw a difference, but it was nice to put on, even kind of moisturizing. Retinol can be really irritating. So I was thrilled to try some Bakuchiol products, although I've heard it pronounced Bakuchiol and even seen it phonetically written out as what did I see it as? Bakuchiol. If you're not familiar with Bakuchiol, which is what I've most often heard it pronounced as, which I'm sure is incorrect, it is a plant-based ingredient that apparently mimics retinol. In a 2019 study that I will link below, it was found that participants could not tell a difference between results from retinol and results from Bakuchiol for wrinkles and skin pigmentation. That's amazing. Bakuchiol is great for sensitive skin. Now, of course, anyone can be sensitive to anything or allergic to anything, so keep that in mind. But people who can't use retinol for reasons that it causes too much sensitivity can use Bakuchiol. If you're not familiar with retinol, where have you been? And you're obviously not around my age. It helps with some exfoliation, it helps rebuild collagen, smooths fine lines and wrinkles, diminishes dark spots, hyperpigmentation. Basically, it is the one product that does everything. And you definitely want, or I definitely want something like that in my skincare regimen. Since it's not retinol, it can be used along with retinol, and apparently it even can help with retinol's effectiveness. It also does not cause sun sensitivity. However, you still want to wear your sunscreen because this is an anti-aging video, or rather an aging gracefully video. Everything I discuss, except for my champagne cork, you'll have to find your own. Everything else will be linked in the description box down below. My new setting is not my permanent setting. I am in our condo in the mountains. We've created a little office space and it's not finished. The candle I am burning is Mulled from Clove and Hallow. I love this. It has one of those wooden wicks that crackles and pops. It's a really beautiful scent. They came out with 3 special edition candles. I showed them recently, not long ago, in a recent purchases video. I will link that. On that note, Clove and Hallow has made a huge announcement that they are closing down. Clove and Hallow's founder sent out an email. Everything at Clove and Hallow is 40% off. Everything must go. They are collapsing into, or being acquired by, even though it's the same company or same founder, by the less expensive brand called Clover, which is the founder's less expensive line that does all the same stuff. Apparently Clove and Hallow will relaunch at a later date and only be skincare. From what the email said, that was my understanding. So if you're interested in anything Clove and Hallow, I love their concealer. I love their Lock and Rock. I wish it weren't fragranced, but that stuff works. It's a setting spray. Those are the 2 things that I can really recommend. Speaking of sales, the Sephora sale is coming up. I'm going to get on that. Maybe I'll do a video showing what I mean, I've had stuff in my cart for this sale for like 2 months because I can't wait to buy a bunch of stuff. So if you want to see what I'll be getting, let me know in the comment section and I'll be glad to do a video. Credo is currently having a 20% off sale. They do this once a year, I believe. It is right now. It is until October 23rd. Back to the anti-aging, aging gracefully video. Another retinol product I've been using, I can't believe I forgot it, is this 100% pure retinol restorative neck cream. I love this stuff. It smells like rosemary. It's yellow. Retinol is yellow, so that makes sense. It is moisturizing. It has not caused any irritation. I've been using it since around the end of August. I will include 2 pictures. One that I took when I first started using it and one that I took like yesterday, and put them side by side. I started using this instead of the Maya Chia Arc. Can't remember what that actual name is. I did not like the texture or smell of that one. I tried a sample of it, and I also was considering the Necessaire neck cream. This has retinol. I believe that one does not. I've been thrilled with this. I just ordered another one because 100% Pure has them on sale right now. Hopefully they're still on sale. This is a glass bottle, by the way, jar. Very nice, feels very luxe. I love 100% Pure's skincare. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I actually love pretty much all of their stuff. If you look at any empties videos, there's almost always something from 100% Pure. 100% Pure has recently launched a whole bunch of skincare items, and they have this anti-aging line. They actually gifted me 3 of the products that I selected myself. This is not sponsored, by the way. They have not asked me to say any of this, but they did give me a coupon code. It's Pampered 15. Okay, the first is this Bakuchiol cleanser. It is in this plastic packaging with this pump top. I know that 100% Pure has had more recently a little motto of ugly on the outside, beautiful on the inside, and I'm not sure that went over really well, and I understand they are going to be upgrading all of their packaging, maybe more towards the line of the retinol product I just showed you. So I'm not sure if this is gonna stay in this, and same with the other 2 items I'll show you. It comes out, I've been using it, I got it yesterday. Comes out, it looks like water, and it's very thin, like water. It does foam really nicely. It gets a nice foam going. It smells like lime rinds. That's what it smells like to me. But it does have the Bakuchiol in it. I like that idea. I'm not sure about a wash-off product, about how much that's actually going to help your skin because you're not leaving it on, but you could leave it on a little bit, really rub it around gently and get the benefits of Bakuchiol. It is $35 for that size, which is 3.4 fluid ounces, which is 100 milliliter. I will tell you also, all of 100% Pure's products, whether it's makeup, skincare, hair care, body care, are natural and cruelty-free. Interesting fact, Susie, one of the founders, actually created the stabilized form of vitamin C that is in so many cosmetics, skincare products right now. She created it when she was in college and was recruited out of college to work for 3 big companies. I think one of them, or the parent company, was Estee Lauder. She also, I believe, started fruit pigmented products. So she's kind of a genius, and I really trust that products that they come up with will be effective as natural can be. Back to the cleanser, it does have the Bakuchiol oil in it. It also has kojic acid, which would help lighten sunspots or age spots, but let's not call them that. It also has lactic acid in it, which would help with a light exfoliation, very gentle light exfoliation to help make the skin look smoother. So I've added that into my routine, and that cleanser is also gluten-free and vegan. Next, we've got the Black Tea Grass Jelly Antioxidant Serum. This is currently $25 in this packaging. It is that plastic sort of flip top. It smells a little fruity. It's a little squeezy. I wish it were easier to squeeze. I really don't like the packaging, but while it's in this packaging, it is only $25. It's going to be relaunched in fancier, more, I don't know, probably glass packaging. It's going to be $68 when they launch it. For that, it's 1.7 fluid ounces. This one is also gluten-free and vegan. All of these are also made in the US. Okay, so the black tea that they're talking about is this, I don't know how to say it, pure black tea, which apparently is a tea that the roots grow deeper into the earth than other types of tea. And so it absorbs more nutrients, and we're getting the benefit of that in here. As you know, tea has a lot of antioxidants in it that fights oxidative stress, which is what breaks down our skin and causes all of the well, not all of the wrinkles, but causes a lot of the aging issues that we're trying to combat. The grass jelly part is tiger grass, which is also Centella asiatica, which is known to soothe and calm redness. Actually, tigers roll in it, like in real life, tigers find this grass and roll in it to heal wounds. I mean, nature's amazing. So that's where it gets the name tiger grass. And then this also has plant saccharides, which are humectants. So it's supposed to be hydrating and full of these nourishing ingredients. But here it is. It is definitely a thicker serum. It's not a gel, but it's not as thin as water. And I'm using that morning and night. And then the last thing that I got is the Black Tea Grass Jelly Moisturizer. So this is very much the same. It has the tiger grass in it, but it also has ginseng, which has been used for hundreds, if not more than that. I do believe that both of these products also have Bakuchiol in them. It's part of their anti-aging line, which they've started. This does also have hyaluronic acid and squalane, which is a vegan form of squalene, which our skin naturally produces. It's a lot thicker than the serum, but it is still a pretty watery moisturizer, pretty thin. And this one has more of a floral fragrance. It's really pretty as well. And I hate floral, but this is pretty. I have exceptionally dry eyes, like right here especially, and at the same time, very sensitive. So I have been using this Beauty Pie Pure Ceramides Elastic Boost Eye Moisture Serum. It's pretty simple, very light. It's a gel. It has these roller balls at the tip, and you twist this and roll it around. And I have found that it does not irritate my skin. It does seem to moisturize. Now that we're headed into winter, I think I'm gonna need something heavier. Maybe I'll just put an oil on top of it. That's what I did last year. But I do believe in putting something around your eyes, especially over here. This is what I'm doing to help with these crow's feet, which I don't, oh, that's a bad spot. Look at these dark spots. Yeah, got some melasma to work on. Hopefully these new products help. Anyway, this is what I'm doing for around here. Finally, you cannot have an aging gracefully or anti-aging video or skin care routine without an SPF. So I bought the Invisible Hero SPF Anti-Aging Sunscreen with hyaluronic acid. Broad spectrum SPF 30 PA+++. Clark's Botanicals is one of the brands that I really wanted to try this year. I did a video at the end of 2021 or beginning of 2022 about products and brands that I really wanted to try. The story behind this brand is incredible. I'll summarize it as quickly as possible. Forgot his first name, but his last name is Clark. Mr. Clark was in the fashion industry, went to a party, dove into a pool, and it, wasn't deep enough, and he ended up paralyzed from the neck down. Also, as a result of that, his skin went crazy, breakouts, inflamed, peeling, very sensitive. His father is trained in holistic medicine, and they worked together to find something that would heal his skin. And that's when they discovered the Jasmine Absolute, is what they call it, that it reversed the signs of aging and heals and this and that. So the SPF does have that in it. It also has niacinamide, which makes pores look smaller, and obviously hyaluronic acid. I wanted to try something from the line, and it does have that Jasmine Absolute in it. It's purely mineral, it's reef safe, and what else? Cruelty-free, Leaping Bunny certified. So this comes in a plastic container with a pump. I'm gonna shake it because when I first got it, it was very watery, and then I read some reviews because I was like, this is amazing, the texture and everything, and some people said it can be a little thick, and I thought that's crazy. So it doesn't say to shake it, but I do recommend shaking it. It's still not thick, especially for a mineral sunscreen. I think the people who wrote the review had never used a mineral sunscreen. It actually rubs out beautifully, is quite thin. The first ingredient is water, and I feel like so many of the mineral sunscreens are oil-based that this is a really nice change. Like, I think it's my new favorite untinted sunscreen. Here it is. You saw how long that took me to rub it out. I don't know if I'm holding my hands differently. Well, this one is just reflecting more light because it's so hydrated and moisturized. I think that's what happened, but there's no white cast. And it says it dries down to a matte velvet finish. I didn't find that to be the case. I did put all of this skincare on this morning, the 100% pure serum, moisturizer, and then the Clark's Botanicals SPF. I didn't find it dried down to a velvety matte finish, but it did dry down to a nice finish, very comfortable, does not feel heavy on the skin. I put that all like under my eyes, on my eyelids. I rub it into my eyebrows because I have quite a bit, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's shown up in other videos. I have quite a bit of melasma here. I just never thought about really putting sunscreen right into my eyebrows, but the top of my eyebrows have a lot of spots. Sunscreen everywhere, including my neck, and I like to put it on the back of my hands. I'm not as good about that. Well, I do put it on, but then I wash my hands so many times a day. So I started keeping sunscreen in my purse and in my car so that I can do that, and I highly recommend that because to me the first signs of aging appear on the hands where I do already have some sunspots, as well as the neck. Not where I have sunspots, but the aging. This is pretty much everything that I am doing for my face for aging gracefully. I hope it was interesting or helpful to you in some way. Don't forget, I do have a coupon code for 100% pure. It is Pampered15. I'll include a link below. I also have started using affiliate links because as my channel's grown, I've bought more and more. It's just gotten really expensive. So I did want to disclose, and I have a comment disclosing that in the description box as well. But I did want to let you know that I started doing that. Any money I make, believe me, is put right back into the channel. So that's the status of things right now. Let me know what you're doing or what else I should be doing to age gracefully. And as always, I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today. Bye.